My family has this unspoken rule, that's been passed down since my great-grandfather built his first storefront in Chicago. In our house, you don't pick a career, you inherit a seat at the table. Every man in the Miller line becomes a corporate lawyer. My grandfather did it, my dad did it, and by the time I was 10, I already had a junior associate blazer waiting in my closet. They called it a legacy, but honestly, it felt more like a sentence. Growing up, my dad would always say, Jack, the Miller name stands for something. It stands for stability. Which is funny, because he looked like he was about to vibrate out of his skin every single morning before work. He didn't love the law, he just feared the alternative. The pressure hit a boiling point the summer after I finished undergrad. My dad had already set up an internship at the firm. He'd even picked out my first apartment, 2 blocks from his office. He was basically living my life for me, like I was some kind of avatar in a video game he'd already beaten. Then, I met Sarah. She was a high school art teacher living in a studio that smelled like oil paint and cheap coffee. She didn't care about Miller stability. She cared about the fact that I spent my weekends secretly restoring old woodworking tools in my garage. One night, I heard my dad on the phone in his study. He was talking to a senior partner, laughing about how he'd finally broken me in and that once I passed the bar, the firm's future was locked down. I didn't feel angry. I just felt done. The morning I was supposed to sign my contract, I walked into the mahogany-walled office where they were all waiting with champagne. My dad had this smug, mission accomplished look on his face. I didn't sit down. I just placed my grandfather's old law books on his desk and said, I'm not the next Miller associate, Dad. I'm the last one. I walked out of that building and never looked back. Today, I run a custom furniture shop.